Have you ever reached for something with all your heart, only to have the door shut in your face? Perhaps it was a job you didn't get, a proposal that was turned down, or an opportunity that slipped through your fingers. In moments like these, it's easy to feel disheartened, to question our worth or the path we're on. But what if I told you that these moments of rejection are not the end, but rather a beginning? A starting point for a journey that can lead to greater self-discovery, resilience, and ultimately, success. Today we're diving into the transformative power of rejection. We'll explore how those very moments that seem to push us down are in fact stepping stones paving the way to our greatest victories. Inspired by timeless wisdom and actionable strategies, we're going to uncover 10 powerful lessons on how to turn rejection into a formidable ally. As we embark on this journey together, I encourage you to keep an open mind and heart. Watch this video till the end, because each lesson builds on the next, creating a blueprint for turning setbacks into comebacks. So, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell as we delve into the art of transforming rejection into a catalyst for growth and success. Join me, and let's turn those no's into the fuel that propels us forward together. Number 1. The power of perception. Our first step on this transformative journey begins with a simple yet profound shift, changing how we perceive rejection. It's easy to see rejection as a personal failure, a sign that we're not good enough, not wanted, or not valued. But what if we told you that each rejection is actually a gift in disguise? It's an opportunity to see ourselves and our paths in a new light. Consider for a moment that rejection is not about you being inadequate, but rather about alignment. Perhaps what you sought wasn't truly meant for you, or maybe it was a stepping stone to guide you towards something even better, something more aligned with your true purpose and potential. Marcus Aurelius reminds us to accept whatever comes to you woven in the pattern of your destiny, for what could more aptly fit your needs. By shifting our perception, we start to see rejection not as a closed door, but as redirection, a nudge from the universe guiding us where we're meant to go. This doesn't mean the process won't sting or disappoint, but it does mean that we don't have to let it define us or our worth. Instead, we can ask ourselves, what can I learn from this? How can this rejection serve as a catalyst for my growth? Embracing this shift in perception doesn't just lessen the pain of rejection, it transforms it into a tool for self-discovery and evolution. The next time you face rejection, pause and remind yourself, this is an opportunity. What is it guiding me towards? Remember, the power of your journey lies not in the external outcomes, but in your internal response and the perspectives you choose to adopt. Number 2. Embrace the opportunity for growth. With our perceptions shifted, it's time to delve into the heart of rejection, seeing it as an unparalleled opportunity for personal growth. Each rejection, no matter how small or significant, carries with it the seeds of self-improvement and insight. It's a moment ripe for asking ourselves, in what areas can I grow from this experience? Growth from rejection can manifest in many forms. It might mean honing a skill that wasn't quite up to par, developing resilience in the face of disappointment, or simply gaining a clearer understanding of what we truly want and need. Consider the Stoic practice of turning obstacles into opportunities. As Seneca, another renowned Stoic philosopher, advised, "The mind that is anxious about future events is miserable. Rather than fretting over what has been lost or denied, focus on the here and now, what can be learned and improved, and how you can prepare for future endeavors." One practical approach is to take inventory of the feedback or circumstances surrounding the rejection. Was there a specific reason provided? Is there a skill you could improve or knowledge you could gain? Sometimes the reason for rejection may be beyond your control, and that's okay. The key is to identify what is within your control, your actions, reactions, and mindset. Embracing growth means committing to a path of continuous learning and self-improvement, not as a response to inadequacy, but as a celebration of our ability to evolve. By viewing rejection as a stepping stone, we can transform our setbacks into setups for future successes. Number 3. Cultivate emotional resilience. Moving forward on our journey, it's essential to cultivate a trait that not only helps us navigate through the waves of rejection, but also strengthens our core, emotional resilience. Emotional resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks, to remain steadfast in the face of adversity, and to keep moving forward even when the path seems steep. Stoicism teaches us that it's not the events themselves that disturb us, but our interpretation of these events. Marcus Aurelius wisely noted, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Therefore, building emotional resilience starts with controlling our internal responses to external events. It's about acknowledging our emotions without letting them overwhelm us or dictate our actions. How do we cultivate this resilience? Begin by observing your emotional responses to rejection. Do you tend to spiral into self-doubt, or do you look for constructive ways to move forward? Practice mindfulness and self-compassion, allowing yourself to feel the disappointment while also reminding yourself that this moment does not define your worth or your future. Next, shift your focus towards what you can control. You cannot control others' decisions or opinions, but you can control how you react and what steps you take next. Engage in activities that reinforce your sense of self-worth and accomplishment, whether that's through pursuing hobbies, physical exercise, or setting small, achievable goals for yourself. Number 4. The silent treatment as a strategy. Now let's talk about a nuanced strategy that often goes overlooked: the power of the silent treatment. Silence is a form of communication that says, "I choose not to engage on these terms." It's a deliberate decision to conserve your energy and redirect it towards more positive and self-affirming activities. When faced with rejection, especially the kind that stings deeply, our instinct might be to seek closure or to change the other party's mind. However, Stoicism teaches us the value of focusing on what we can control. In many cases, this means stepping back and embracing silence. Why is silence powerful? First, it allows you to take a step back and assess the situation with clarity, without the cloud of immediate emotional reactions. This pause can help you understand the rejection in a broader context, possibly revealing that it's not as personal or catastrophic as it initially felt. Second, silence is a form of self-care. It's about giving yourself the space and time to heal and reflect, rather than rushing into actions or words you might later regret. It's a testament to your strength, showing that you are capable of moving forward without needing the last word or validation from those who have rejected you. Lastly, the silent treatment can sometimes make a louder statement than any words could. It signals to others that your self-esteem and forward momentum are not reliant on their approval or acceptance. This isn't about pride or stubbornness, but about a quiet confidence and self-assurance that speaks volumes. To employ silence effectively, it's essential to do so from a place of inner peace and not from one of hurt or vengeance. Remember, the goal of the silent treatment isn't to win against those who have rejected you, but to prioritize your well-being and progress by choosing when and how to engage. You take back control over your narrative and energy, turning a potential negative into a powerful step forward in your journey. Number 5. Redirecting your focus. After understanding the power of silence and the importance of emotional resilience, our next step is to actively redirect our focus. It's easy to dwell on the pain of rejection, to ruminate on what went wrong or what could have been. However, the key to not just surviving but thriving after rejection lies in where we choose to direct our attention and energy. Redirecting your focus means consciously deciding to concentrate on aspects of your life that you can control and that bring you joy and fulfillment. This could mean diving into personal projects, learning new skills, or deepening relationships with friends and family. This approach is deeply rooted in Stoicism, which teaches us to focus on our own actions and to find contentment within ourselves rather than seeking it from external sources. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Practically, this means setting new goals and challenges for yourself. Maybe there's a hobby you've always wanted to explore, or a skill that could advance your career. Now is the perfect time to pursue these interests. Not only do these activities provide a constructive outlet for your energy, but they also contribute to your personal growth and self-esteem. Number 6. Building a fortress of self-respect. Self-respect is our shield in the face of rejection. It's about knowing our worth isn't tied to external validation, but is inherent to our being. Building this fortress means setting healthy boundaries, engaging in self-affirmation, and practicing self-compassion. Start by recognizing your intrinsic value, independent of accomplishments or the opinions of others. Marcus Aurelius teaches us, "Your worth is measured by what you devote your energy to." Set boundaries that honor your well-being and affirm your strengths and qualities regularly, reinforcing your belief in yourself. Self-compassion is key. Treat yourself with the kindness you'd offer a friend, acknowledging that feeling hurt by rejection is natural, but doesn't define your future. Invest in relationships and activities that validate your sense of self-worth. Surround yourself with support and engage in pursuits that make you feel valued and fulfilled. This not only reinforces your self-respect, but also shifts your focus from what you've lost to what you continue to gain. Building a fortress of self-respect means crafting an inner sanctuary of confidence that stands resilient against the tides of rejection. It's a process of affirming your value, maintaining your dignity, and focusing on personal growth. With this fortress in place, you navigate rejection with grace, seeing it not as a reflection of your worth, but as a step towards greater self-discovery and fulfillment. Number 7. Finding joy in new beginnings. Rejection, while initially disheartening, opens the door to exploring new horizons and finding joy in beginnings we might not have anticipated. This lesson is about seizing the opportunities that arise from rejection and embarking on paths that lead to unexpected joy and fulfillment. Embracing new beginnings requires an open mindset. View rejection not as a setback, but as a redirection, a nudge towards paths potentially more aligned with your true self. Marcus Aurelius said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This Stoic principle encourages us to perceive rejection as an invitation to explore new avenues that may offer greater happiness and success. Actively seeking new experiences is crucial, whether it's picking up a hobby you've always been interested in, joining a community project, or even changing career paths. These pursuits can significantly enrich your life. They not only distract from the immediate sting of rejection, but also contribute to your personal and professional growth. Celebrating small victories along this new journey is equally important. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a step away from the shadows of rejection and into the light of new possibilities. These achievements, whether mastering a new skill or forming new relationships, are affirmations of your resilience and capacity to adapt. Moreover, stepping into the unknown with an open heart and mind can transform the pain of rejection into a source of strength and self-discovery. It's about trusting in the journey and remaining open to where it leads, finding joy in the adventure of new beginnings. By doing so, you allow yourself to grow beyond the confines of rejection, embracing the vast potential of your future. Number 8. The Stoics' approach to feedback. As we journey through the process of transforming rejection into an asset, it's vital to understand and utilize the Stoic approach to feedback. Feedback, whether it's direct criticism or implied through rejection, can be a goldmine of insights, if approached with the right mindset. This lesson explores how to extract valuable lessons from feedback without letting it damage our self-respect or emotional resilience. Stoicism, at its core, encourages us to see challenges as opportunities for improvement. Epictetus, a figurehead of Stoic philosophy, advises, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it." When faced with rejection, embodying your philosophy means taking feedback and using it to refine your approach, skills, or understanding, rather than allowing it to undermine your confidence. To effectively apply the Stoics' approach to feedback, begin by separating your emotional response from the information provided. It's natural to feel hurt, frustrated, or defensive when faced with criticism. However, take a step back and ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Approach feedback with curiosity and a genuine desire to grow, rather than a knee-jerk reaction to defend your ego. Next, evaluate the feedback objectively. Not all feedback will be useful or even accurate, but it's essential to consider it thoughtfully before deciding what to incorporate into your growth plan. Ask yourself whether the feedback aligns with your values, goals, and the direction you wish to take. If it does, think about practical steps you can take to address the areas of improvement identified. Lastly, remember that the goal of incorporating feedback is not to become what others want you to be, but to become the best version of yourself. Use feedback as a tool to refine your path, not to divert from it. Embrace it as part of the journey of self-improvement and mastery over your craft and character. In adopting the Stoics' approach to feedback, we learn to view rejection not as a setback, but as a setup for future success. By extracting wisdom from criticism and using it to propel us forward, we ensure that every no we encounter brings us one step closer to a resounding yes. Number 9. Practice kindness to yourself and others. In navigating the choppy waters of rejection, it's easy to become ensnared in a net of negativity towards ourselves and sometimes towards others. The 9th lesson on our path is a vital one: the importance of practicing kindness. This is not just an altruistic value, but a strategic approach to building resilience and fostering a positive environment around us, even in the face of rejection. Stoicism teaches us the value of virtue and the power of controlling our reactions to external circumstances. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, highlighted, "Kindness is invincible, but only when it's sincere, not faking anything or trying to impress others." When we face rejection, whether in our personal lives, careers, or creative endeavors, responding with kindness can transform the experience from a source of pain to a moment of grace. First and foremost, practice kindness towards yourself. This means avoiding harsh self-criticism or dwelling on what you perceive as your failures. Treat yourself with the same compassion and understanding you would offer a friend in a similar situation. Recognize that rejection is not a reflection of your worth as a person, and allow yourself space to grieve, heal, and ultimately grow from the experience. Extending kindness to others, even those who may have rejected us, is equally important. This does not mean suppressing your feelings or pretending everything is fine when it's not. Rather, it's about maintaining your dignity and integrity in how you respond. You can acknowledge your disappointment or disagreement without resorting to bitterness or resentment. This approach not only preserves relationships, but also sets a high standard for personal conduct. Number 10. The art of letting go. Our journey through transforming rejection into a powerful tool for personal growth culminates in perhaps the most challenging yet rewarding lesson, the art of letting go. Letting go is not about giving up or diminishing the significance of our desires and efforts. Rather, it's about recognizing when holding on does more harm than good, and understanding that our well-being and progress often depend on our ability to release what no longer serves us. Stoicism teaches us the importance of focusing on the present and on what we can control. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart." This philosophy encourages us to embrace our current circumstances, including the rejections we face, with wholehearted acceptance, and to move forward with grace. Letting go involves several key steps, starting with acceptance. Accept the reality of the rejection and acknowledge your feelings about it without judgment. Understand that it's okay to feel disappointed, hurt, or frustrated, but also recognize that these feelings don't have to define your future actions or outlook. Next, reflect on the lessons learned. Each rejection offers valuable insights about ourselves, our work, and our relationships. By focusing on these lessons rather than on the pain of the rejection, we can find meaningful ways to grow and improve. Lastly, practice gratitude. Be thankful for the opportunities you've had, the lessons you've learned, and the strength you've gained through the process of dealing with rejection. Gratitude shifts our perspective from what we've lost to what we still have and opens our hearts to future possibilities. Letting go is an art that requires practice, patience, and compassion towards ourselves and others. It's a critical step in using rejection not as a barrier but as a bridge to new beginnings and deeper understandings. As we master the art of letting go, we free ourselves to pursue our lives with renewed vigor, resilience, and an open heart, ready to embrace whatever comes our way with confidence and grace. In our exploration of transforming rejection into a pathway for growth, we've uncovered 10 pivotal lessons inspired by Stoicism. We've learned to reshape our perceptions, embrace the opportunities for self-improvement, and foster resilience amidst adversity. Each lesson has guided us to view rejection not as a deterrent, but as a stepping stone towards realizing our potential. By adopting a Stoic mindset, we transform every no into a catalyst for personal evolution, embracing rejection as an integral part of our journey towards self-discovery and fulfillment. As we move forward, let's carry the insights and strategies from these lessons into our daily lives. Remember, the true measure of our growth is not in avoiding rejection, but in leveraging it to forge a stronger, more resilient self. Let us continue to share our stories, supporting and inspiring one another on this path of transformation. Together, we turn the tide of rejection into a wave of opportunities, charting a course toward a future brimming with possibility and promise. If this journey has inspired you, share it with someone who might be navigating their own challenges with rejection. Engage with us in the comments below. Share your experiences, insights, and how you've turned rejection into a stepping stone for growth. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more empowering content. Your support helps spread this message of resilience and growth. Together, let's build a community that transforms rejection into a force for positive change. Remember, in the face of rejection, you're not alone. We're here to learn, grow, and overcome together.